Hello, Mr. Big Fella here. Today I have a very fun build that you might enjoy. If you like to be the front lines but also love to be the front shield, here's a build for you. This is a Vexcalibur melee build. No, just thinking, Vexcalibur is kind of strange, but you'll have to hear me out and see why. So, with the recent buffs to glaives, how they behave, this build is very strong. So I'm going to explain how the build works. So in a recent patch, they've made it to where glaives are uncharged melees. So they stack with syntheseps, they stack with knockout. So you can have like double, melee increased damage by just, getting them half HP and then just finishing them off with the glaive hit and just get, constant knockout procs. So you have Excalibur. You don't know what Vexcalibur does. Make the front face and shield, and you also get increased melee damage while while you have an overshield equipped, which is pretty good. You can literally slash through a lot of enemies, and this thing blocks a lot of damage. Don't mind the shield duration. The shield duration doesn't really matter because with the recent patch, or a couple of seasons ago, Vexcalibur gains full overshield every time you defeat an enemy with it. So you have constant overshields to constantly activate perpetual loophole over and over again, which is nice. Now what makes this build very spicy is how they've changed armor. Now we have the armor sets. This armor set in particular, the tech sec set, is very powerful. Um, Pretty much kinetic damage is increased on shields. Now, why kinetic damage is important? Glaive melees count as kinetic damage. So you just, stab, and you get free kinetic damage, and it's a lot of damage. But the main kicker is the four piece, the concussive rounds. Defeating a powerful combatant or bringing a combatant shield with kinetic damage releases a disorienting kinetic shockwave. So you stab a guy, his shield pops. When he pops his shield, it makes an AOE disorient blast. It's about like 5 meters, not too crazy. And yeah, anything in that vicinity gets blinded, and they can't do anything to you. And with this class item, it makes it very good. Severance Syntheseps. We all know what Syntheseps does. Increase melee damage while surrounded, and we get the Severance where we do powered melees or finishers. You do a damaging explosion. Now, here's the key about this: the explosion of this is kinetic damage. Normally, with regular Severance enclosure, it will do your element based on your super. Now with this one, you do straight kinetic damage, which combos with the tech set, the tech sec set. Here are my fragments and aspects. I run Frenzied Blade because triple melee is very good, especially with Syntheseps. You can use any grenade here. I personally like using the Pulse Grenade, the fact that it deals more damage over time. Facet of Awakening for the pickups, giving me Transcendent Energy, also the free HP. Facet of Protection to take less damage, and it's free melee. Facet of Dawn. I'm mainly using this for this. I would normally use Facet of Justice for the explosions, but since I'm doing this solo op with the champ like with barrier, I just get free radiant, which is destroys barrier shields, which by the way, barrier shield counts towards this. So if you deal damage to barriers, you will make a disorienting blast that destroys everything, which is very fun. Facet of Honor, so pretty much you get elemental pickups, and Grace because since glaives are kinetic damage. This really it will give you your percentage energy by just slashing a couple guys. Of course, you have knockout, which, like I said before, glaives can use it now, and diamond lance because diamond lance. You can use any other aspect like consecration, drangers, unbreakable, but I like diamond lance because it's very fun. All right, let's do a quick GM Skylaunch. GM solo up Skylaunch. Let's do this. Now this build is very, very strong. If you know how to be, if you learn how the AI works, you can literally just time their melees, time their projectiles, all that stuff to get free damage. Perfect weapon take. That was nice. All right. Anybody else? Alright, get some weapon kills. Hey, Barry. I got some for you, Barry. Oh, no. Alright, let's get this going. Hey, Bucks. All right. I hear you. Let's go. All right. So far, so good. This is on Grandmaster, by the way. And I'm about 37 below. So this is going to be fun. All right. Yeah, with this build, you can just absorb all the damage. Look at this. Getting some kills for the challenge, so getting some points. Alright, get to the boss. Yeah, the fact that knockout combos with glaives now is actually very stupid. Get the free overshield. Okay. Two more. This is a boss, by the way. Yeah, they do no damage to me. Crystals, please. Come on. Thank you. Come on, big boy. Let's go. Alright. Let's get him. Set this up. Easy. Yeah, look at that damage on the boss. Cause that's knockout and Synthesep stacking together for massive melee damage. Plus, you know, I have full brawler for max melee. Easy build. Alright, I'll link the build in the description. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you didn't like it, I'm not monetized. It doesn't really matter. Alright, thank you. Have a good day.